I don't like the Warriors. I mean, I don't know.
The Warriors and Steve Kerr have just released a monster, and there's a reason because any Rockets player or fan like the Warriors, right? I do understand we have beaten them over and over in a sequence of 15 games, and we're gonna show that. So just look at this. The Warriors have won 15 games in a row against the Rockets. So there was no other team better than the Rockets yesterday to stop the bleeding for the Golden State Warriors. We're going to talk about the game. We're going to talk about what happened and why Steve Kerr finally found a way to keep Wiggins and Jonathan Kuminga playing on a high level. And Kuminga just had a career night. So we're going to talk about this. And then we're going to talk about the second game of this back to back tonight in the Chase Center against Minnesota as well. So this is what Steve Kerr said
Last
about
play
Jonathan
it looked like
Kuminga.
just get the ball to Kuminga and let him attack. How much does it strike you that you're giving him a ton of responsibility there, and how confident were you that he was going to be able to deliver?
Well, he was having a great night, and it was a no-brainer to get him the ball. I took the timeout in order to get our offensive guys back on the floor. I was going offense, defense with Gary and Buddy, and then put Kyle in for the inbound at the end because I trust him, to make that pass. And then JK just made the play. I mean, he got a couple of ghost screens one from Buddy, one from BP, just to try to confuse the switch a little bit. And JK just attacked, and that was the play of the game. It was just a beautiful drive and capped off a phenomenal night for him. He was brilliant.
Jonathan Kuminga was massively important last night. Career high, 33 points in 33 minutes. He took the leadership of the team. Remember, neither Stephen Curry or Draymond Green were there. The Warriors were missing their two key players, and both Jonathan Kuminga and Andrew Wiggins stepped up. And that's what we needed. And I think that's why I'm saying that Steve Kerr unlocked a monster, because we have been speaking about the importance of those two players, the importance of Jonathan Kuminga, all his athleticism, all his skills, and the ability of attacking the defense, not just shooting. And he's just been playing as a four, right? Especially when Draymond Green is not out there, is where he shines the most. We have been trying play him as a third as well as a number three, but it is not his best ability. And yesterday worked perfectly. Tonight, it's expected that both Curry and Draymond will be back, but I do expect Steve Kerr to find more combinations where you see all these four guys out there: Andrew Wiggins, Jonathan Kuminga, Draymond Green, and Stephen Curry. And we're gonna talk here as well. Before I show what Steve Kerr said about Andrew Wiggins, I want to highlight about Tracy Jackson and Kevin Looney. I do think it's time for Kevin Looney to take this spot again as the starting five. He played 27 minutes last night. He was by far more important than Tracy Jackson. He has been in the sense of the defense side. And reality is with the Warriors, we don't expect to have a center the way that we have the roster that we have. We don't expect our centers to be scorers, right? That's we are relying on other players for that. But then when you look to the defense side, Kevin Looney has been a lot more important, has been outstanding a lot more than Tracy Jackson. His massive number in the rebounds, he was very important yesterday. The Warriors won the rebounds battle against Houston Rockets, and Looney was a key player for that. He led the team together with BP in the rebounds. So I do think it's time for him to take that spot again. Has been doing a good work out of that. He's great on the screen. He knows Stephen Curry and Draymond Green. And I think Tracy Jackson has time to develop as well. Let's take a look on what Steve Kerr said about Andrew Wiggins, and then we're going to comment a little bit more about the game and jump to the Minnesota game tonight.
Yeah, Steve, I was going to ask about Wiggins. Second quarter, he really got going offensively, 22 points overall, but the 9 rebounds. How engaged do you see him for the full 4 quarters?
Wiggs was phenomenal. I don't even know if he should have played tonight. He had the ankle, but he knew Steph and Draymond were out, and he knew how important this game was, and he gutted it out. He's been that way since he's been here. Iron Man. I think the first 7 years of his career, he might have missed 15 games. So we know we can count on him night after night to be there for us, and he knew he had a lot of responsibility tonight with Steph and Dre out, and he and JK really both did a great job of providing the offense.
They combined for 56 points, 33 for for John Kuminga, 23 for Andrew Wiggins, and they were basically the only two working in that offense side. No, I don't think anyone else had double digits in the offense. It was a really defense battle. The Warriors beat the Houston Rockets 9-9, 9-3, 6-point difference, and really the defense show up as well. The effort, the energy of the guys was something that Kerr also mentioned in the post-conferencing interview. But it was great, right? The Warriors needed to stop the bleeding. We were coming from some games where we didn't play well, where we could have won and we let the game go because of mistakes. And it was a great game last night to come back without your two stars, stop that bleeding, stop the loss, and then get things back on track. We do have a massively important game tonight as well, and it will be another tough battle. We're playing against Minnesota at 7 p.m. Pacific time at the Chase Center. So the Warriors are playing 2 games home against actually Minnesota. We play tonight, and then we rest and we play on Sunday again. We're gonna take a look on the schedule for December in a minute, but it will be an important game, right? Remember, Minnesota has Anthony Edwards, Rudy Gobert. It will be the size again that the Warriors, the centers, Draymond Green, that is expected to be back with Stephen Curry. They will have to not let Rudy Gobert take the game. And Anthony Edwards, that is the Minnesota Stars, has been, curious or not, leading the NBA in three-point shooting. So he's actually, since the Olympic Games, and I'm pretty sure Stephen Curry had a lot to it, has been shooting a lot more threes and leading the NBA on that. So the Warriors and Wiggins, that is usually that wing, the perimeter defender, will be very important in stopping them and guaranteeing another win in this back-to-back game that is not easy, right? We know that there's always the last back-to-back game that we play. We literally ran out of gas. And I did a video here in the channel saying about how we ran out of gas in that fourth quarter. So the Warriors will have to deal with that as well. But I think they are favorites for this game and they can win. They can lock down and hold Minnesota. Remember, Minnesota, that was the last team where Kyle Anderson was playing. So I wouldn't be surprised if he has a really good game as well. We usually see players when they come from a team, they're playing against them in that team for the first time. They want to show off. They play to their best. So wouldn't be surprised as well if we see a great game from Kyle Anderson in case he get minutes, right? We know that for some games, Steve Kerr is limiting his minutes, but I would expect him to go out there and play really well as well. So we have all the chance to win. The Warriors actually, it's in the 50 for the standings on the West right now. So, but you can see here how everything is so tight, right? That playoff run, we lost a few games, we came down, and now we are in the middle of that pack. So another win tonight, it's going to be very important so we can keep going up and keep that position in the first 6, which goes straight to the playoffs, right? So this is the schedule for December. The Warriors are playing tonight, Minnesota, as I said, and then we play against them on Sunday. And then it comes a very interesting week, right? So we playing, actually, you don't see here, but we play on Wednesday against the Houston Rockets, but then we're going to play in Houston, right? Yesterday, we beat them playing in the Chase Center, but now the Cup game, the NBA Emirates Cup game, will be in Houston, and the Warriors are actually playing there because when we lost the last game against Denver, we still we went down on the position because we were because of the plus minus, right? The number of points that you score in the NBA Emirates Cup matters, and then the Warriors lost that chance of playing home for the quarterfinals. But we're gonna play against them there, and then we have all the chance to winning. We should have our stars back. And if we have JK, Jonathan Kuminga, and Andrew Wiggins playing on that level, the Warriors have a lot of firepower, and we could beat any team. The Houston Rockets that right now are the second in the West, and we won against them, even being shorthanded last night, right? So great. You can see the Warriors will not play any easy games. Memphis is playing really nice right now. Minnesota again, then Indiana, Lakers, Clippers, which had been a struggle for us, and then Phoenix and Cleveland. Since it's a tough December, but the Warriors have to keep winning, have to keep doing their best and all the energy to be there in that playoff run. So I hope you have a great day tonight, a great game, and you enjoy. And we're going to be here back tomorrow to comment and talk about the result. Have a great night. Bye.